Hey, welcome to my new Hackintosh just updated 10.13.3. That's the latest Apple has, so we can go and check in my Apple Store. As you see, it says 10.13.3. That's the latest they have. As I say, you can hit the download button. I already downloaded, so I don't need to download again. So let me show you where I have my download application. As you see here, I got in my application folder. In order to install or create this Hackintosh, is we need a couple files. So you can go ahead and download. The link will be in the description from the Insanely Mac. That's the good article they wrote to how to install actually, and also they post the files you can download from Glass Goods. You can go ahead and download. As I said, the link will be in the description. And so when you download, you will have this. Let me just open, and you will have this if you download from the Glass Goods. And if you download from my because I had to do a couple changes because my motherboard didn't work with their files, so that's what I decided to customize my own EFI files. As you see, I have also will be available to download if you want, and you can go ahead and download, follow the tutorial. So as I said, this post file hack folder has the Clover configurator, and also the NVIDIA WebDriver. If you want, you can download right now. Otherwise, you can just wait till you finish the installation, the Hackintosh, and you can download. All the links will be in the description, as I said, but in case you want to use my EFI files, you can go ahead and download before you start anything. And also, we need to download to mount the OS and the USB flash drive. We need to download this called Disk Maker, as you see, X7, compatible with High Sierra. So you can go ahead and download, and you can just download, or you can just use the terminal to mount the OS and the flash drive. So I already have my flash drive. Also, I already reformatted with the disk utility, so you already know how to use the disk utility. So let me go ahead and pull this up and just make sure it says I found a copy of installer software in this folder /application. I'm gonna use this copy, and then we're gonna go and wait, and it's asking for 80 gigs at least, so I have 16 gigs. So you make sure to have more than 8 gigs at least. So let me just go ahead and click, and it's asking which one is the USB. I call USB, of course, so choose this disk. And it's asking, let me close this, it will erase all the data that we have, so make sure to back up before erasing anything. So let me just erase, then create the disk, and just click continue. Actually, before continue, let me just clean my notification that I used before, and then we can see the process. So let me just go ahead and continue, and you won't see anything. This will take like 15 or 20 minutes depending on your computer. My computer takes like 15 minutes actually. As I say, we don't see anything. Let me go and here and notifications. As you see, here we got the process, so you can check. So let me just close this. As you see, it will ask for the password, so let me just type my password and hit OK. And as I say, it will take 15 minutes at least. So if you don't see anything, you can go ahead and pull out these notifications and see the process. As I said, make sure to be patient. It will take more than 15 minutes depending on your computer. Okay, so I'll be back when I finished. So let me open, actually it's a percentage completed 90%, so let me open my notifications and see the progress. Almost finished, so let me just wait till finish, till it gets 100%, and just wait. As you see, it says 100%, so you don't have to do anything, just wait, and it will pop up a window telling me the OS mounted the USB. So let me just wait. As you see, it's kind of like, and also it will close by itself, so you don't have to close anything, as you see. And yep, and I think it's done. Actually, basically we need to wait for the window pop up and say it's done, and also the noise of the title you will hear. And so let me just quit this because we already have this mounted in my USB. As you see here, we got the High Sierra 10.13.3. And let me close actually this. Let me close this. So what we're gonna do is, as I said, you have to download the files. So I already download those files. So let me go and make sure it's in order. Actually, you know, and you see, as I said, this is Clover configuration. This is the EFI Clover mounter, and also the NVIDIA web drivers updated. As I said, you can download later. And those post installation NVIDIA files, so you can download, as I said, from instantly Mac. The link will be down in the description. So let me go ahead and close this and then open this, because I already extract this Clover and I have in this folder. So let me just go ahead and double click and open and just continue, and here we're gonna change the location, so make sure to install in the USB where we have the High Sierra, and let me just continue and then customize, and we're gonna go and check the install for UEFI booting only, and also in the driver 64 we need to go ahead and drop this down and this option, and also I need to choose the partition 64 and then just install. So let me type the password and just wait. As you see, it says finish. So let me close this and let me go ahead and you know, let me just pull this before closing anything. As you see here, we got the EFI mounted, and so let me just click in here, and you don't have to do anything else. So let me just go ahead and don't click this or double click, because you won't see anything inside. So let me just go ahead, if you download from my files, as I say, if you download from this side, I mentioned also you have to do the same. So let me just go ahead and select those, right click, copy those items, and let me go back in here. Let me just go ahead and maybe let me go and rename this maybe EFI2 just for the moment, you know, and let me go ahead and paste that we copy those files. So let me go ahead and paste it. Remember those files, so let me just wait. Then let me close this. Actually, yep, let me close this, and actually, you know what, let me trash this as well. So let me just move to the trash, delete, yes, so we will have those that we just pasted. So once we have this, we need to close this and we need to open this, actually, you know, and then go to this post file hack. As you see, we got the Clover configuration, as I said, so you can download after the installation finish in your Hackintosh. But in my case, I already downloaded, so I'm gonna just drag and drop in my USB where we have the High Sierra, you know. So let me just wait to copy the items. And then I think that's all for this USB mounting. So let me just close this and go ahead and, you know, select this and right click and just eject the Mac High Sierra. So I eject all and just wait, and then we can start with the installation of Hackintosh. And so what we're gonna do is plug into my Hackintosh the USB, and we're gonna go and continue the installation. So we're gonna go ahead and switch the monitor to my Hackintosh. Now we need to go ahead and plug the keyboard. In my case, I'm using the Apple keyboard, the old Apple keyboard, and the mouse keyboard. Of course, it's not wireless. So let me go ahead and power up and see. And so once we power up this, we need to press the delete key and make sure to keep pressing the delete key. So let me just go ahead and wait. So once it comes to my, you know, BIOS settings, so we need to go ahead and to my save and exit, and let me just go ahead and say low optimize default, and then press enter and say yes. And then we need to go ahead and to system, we need to go ahead and make sure, actually we don't need to do anything else in here for this settings, and also in BIOS I don't think. Also just make sure to have, you know, and the boot options partition as a first option. We need to have the UEFI, you know, PNY USB where we have our OS mounted. And then we need to go ahead, and the only thing we need to go is in peripherals, and also we need to go USB configuration, hit enter, and we need to go make sure the XHCI hands off its enable in this case, you know. So once we have enable, and we need to go and chipset, we don't need to do anything else for this. Actually, you know what, yeah, in chipset we need to go ahead and make sure this it's enable, and power, actually we don't need to do anything. Save and exit. So let me go ahead and say save and exit setup. So let me hit enter, and let me just click yes, and it will reboot from the USB. Actually, once again we need to hit the F12 and make sure to, because I already have installed Windows in here, so let me just go ahead and say UEFI you know, where we have our OS. So you see this is what we have right now. So let me just go ahead and hit enter. We don't need to do anything else, just hit enter and it will start the installation. So just make sure and be patient, as I said. You know, and this process, it will reboot a couple times. So as I said the last time, don't be in panic. Just wait and be patient because the hardware is not designed for Mac OS. It's just for PC Windows. Okay, it's almost kind of like going to reboot. So let's see. As you see it, just wait and it will pop up, you know, the installation window. So here we go. As you see, what we need to do is, you know, we need to go ahead and my mouse is not working. So let me just plug back in. So as you see, my mouse is working now. So we're going to go and click disk utilities and continue. Okay, so here we go. Actually, where we have my, you know, hard drive, it's kind of like 120 gigabytes, you know. So let me go ahead and make sure it's erased. And just you can type whatever you want. So let me just hit erase. Actually, let's put it click, and then we're gonna go and click this close. Actually, just select install macOS, continue, then continue, agree. Make sure you agree. Of course, just select the Hackintosh HD where you want to install the OS, and then install. It will take a couple minutes right now, and they'll reboot, and then we'll come up and, you know, and we'll take well, at least 15 minutes, you know. So it says about a minute remaining, so let's see and wait. You don't have to do anything else in here, just wait till the welcome Clover comes in. So you can just go ahead and choose, instead of having from the flash drive, you have to boot from macOS, install from Hackintosh HD this time. So let me just press enter. Okay, so here we go. As you see, it says about 18 minutes remaining. Basically, it will take like 11 or 12 minutes. It just say 18, but for some reason, you know, it says 17, and you will see it will say 12 minutes. As you see, and remember what I said, it's 12 minutes. So we have to wait those 12 minutes. Won't be 12 minutes, will be kind of like 8-9 minutes. So I'm gonna just pause the video because I'm recording with my iPhone, you know, 6 and, you know, basically 16 gigs, so I won't handle the whole recording, so that's why I'm gonna just pause the video. Okay, as you see, it's almost done, so make sure to wait about a minute remaining. So let's see what happens now. So let's wait till it restart. It's restarting in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. The computer is restarting. So now just wait, you don't have to press anything right now. Now, of course, you have to, you know, just with the arrow key, just move to the boot macOS from Hackintosh HD and then hit enter. Alright, so we need to choose the, you know, the country, in my case, so you can choose any country you are. Okay, as you see, then we need to go ahead and continue. Continue. Don't transfer any information now, you know, just don't sign in. Continue. Skip. I agree. Of course, I agree. And just type the name, you know, in my case, I'm gonna just type test it. And the password, I'm gonna go ahead 1234. Verify 1234. And then continue. Express setup, continue. And here we got our Hackintosh, you know. So let me just go ahead and show you about my Mac. You know, it's, as you see, version 10.13.3. That's the high Sierra that we have. And let me just go ahead and see my, actually the wireless, of course, doesn't work. So let me go ahead and see if I have internet, of course, by wire, the network. So as you see, it's working. Here we got the Apple Store, as you know, so it's working. So basically, as you know, we need to go ahead and open this. And remember, I dragged this post files and also this nearest EFI file. So let me just put in the desktop right for now. And then what we're gonna do is, of course, as I said, you can download this after the installation is finished, but I already downloaded. So let me just extract this because we have the Clover configuration. So we need to, just open the Clover configuration right now. So let me just double click, and actually it's saying it's black. So let me go ahead and click OK, go into my settings, go security and privacy, and you can just go ahead and open anyway. So let me just open, and let me close this actually, and also this we need to close. And then what we're gonna do is go ahead and click this over here, mount EFI. So then we need to go ahead and make sure select the disk where we have installed the Hackintosh or the High Zero OS, not the disk installation, in this case the flash drive as you see down here. So let me just go ahead and mount the partition, and then we're gonna go ahead and open the partition. So once we have this, we need to go ahead and pull this right here, and then open the nearest file. If you download from the Glassgood, also you can do the same. Just go ahead and pull this. Actually, you know what? Let me just go ahead and delete this. So actually, you know, I need to go ahead and make a couple changes. My mouse, actually primary to secondary button, and let me just go ahead, right click and trash it. And then we need to go ahead and just pull this inside, and then we need to go ahead and basically go to close. Actually, you know, let me just close this, close everything, and we need to eject this macOS High Zero USB. So let me just inject. So we need to go ahead and actually install. So before we install the graphics, so we're gonna go ahead and restart the computer. So let me just go and restart it. So now we need to make sure, hit enter. So let me type the password was 1234. As you see, my graphic card is now installed. And then what we're gonna do is, try to install the card. So actually, you know what? First, we need to do something else. We need to make sure to go and right here, go and computer. And you can just double click this Hackintosh or whatever you call your hard drive. And we need to go system, library, and we need to look for the extensions. So we're gonna go and look for the extensions. It's right here. Let me just open, and then we're gonna move this right here, and we're gonna go and open the nearest EFI file. We're gonna go inside the EFI folder, and we're gonna go Clover, and then we need to go text, and then we need to go other. And here we're gonna go ahead and make sure to copy those text, so make sure to pick, I think this is already, but in case, let me just go ahead and select this, hold it on command. We're gonna select this one, and we're gonna select one more, which is this one. If you download from the Glassgood file, you won't have like this, so you have to do it manually. If you have this, so you can just go ahead and copy, there's 3 items, and just go into my extensions folder, just paste it, So make sure to put the password. And then what we're gonna do is go ahead and close everything, and then we need to open this post file. And so we're gonna go ahead and put the name so you can see the names actually. Okay, there you go. So we're gonna go ahead and uncompress this, which is the NVIDIA drivers updated. So I will leave the link so you can just go ahead and download. And then what we're gonna do is just double click. Of course, it's asking for the permission, so let me go again to my security and privacy, and let me just open anyway, open. And then what we're gonna do is type the password, of course. And then we're gonna go ahead and here we need to do something else before we proceed to the next step. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure to see, let me go about my Mac, and we're gonna go ahead and system report. And we need to go ahead and, let me close this actually. Let me go ahead down here where it says software. You see, so we need to, just have this system version. So we're gonna go and we're gonna pick this. So whatever your system version is. So this, this is mine. So I'm not gonna just mention, because I don't, for security reasons. So let me go ahead and just check for nvidia update, and just pick the your computer must be different, so my computer is a little bit different, of course. So let me go ahead and choose whatever your version is, and let me go ahead and click. And then what we need to do is go ahead and make sure you have an internet connection. If you don't have wireless, so you can just go by wire, and then we just go ahead and download this build and just wait, take a little time. Okay, so the download is almost done, so let me just wait till it goes 100%. Okay, so let me just go ahead and hit install. Okay, so the installation is finished. It's telling me I must restart the computer in order to have this graphic card working. As you know, this is my EVGA GeForce GTX. So let me go ahead and click OK. And let me just go and close this, close everything basically. And then we need to go ahead and just restart the computer. Just restart it. So now what we need to do is just wait and press enter. And voila, seems like my graphic card is installed. So let me just type the password. And you see basically it's working. The graphic card is installed. As you see, we got the options. So we can go ahead and see if the audio is working as well. So let me go ahead and click the sound and just output. As you see, everything is working. And nice. Actually, let me just show a volume and a bar. And yeah, you will have this option, you see. So I can just use my regular headphones, so I'm gonna just use my audio interface. Anyway, so I might need to delete this, make sure. So let me just delete this. And I think that's all. So let me just make sure the internet connection is working after we install the graphic card, of course. So let me go ahead and type, well, it's working. So let me just go ahead and type youtube.com. Okay, and it's working as I say. So basically, it's the latest version, as I said. So just follow the step in case it doesn't work with my EFI file. So you can just go ahead and download from Glassgood. Then also you can just make a couple changes. And make sure to read first the description. Also, I will post a link for all the applications we used in this installation. Hope you guys like it. Any question you can just drop down below in the comment section. And I'll be more than happy to help. Okay, so hope you guys like it. As I say, make sure to subscribe to my 2 YouTube channels, Spanish and English, and also like our Facebook page, and also, just tweet it, of course, if you have any question or comment. Okay, so see you next time.